Is it bad that I never made love? No, I never did. But I sure know how the fuck I'd be a bad girl. I'll prove it to you. I can't promise that I'll be good to you, 'cause I have some issues I won't commit. No, not having it, but at least I can admit that I'll be bad enough to you. Yeah, I'd be good and bad, but I'd be bad to you. You know what? I never realized that shit. Listen, I'm in my fucking 50s, and that shit still describes me to a fucking T. And I don't say that at all, like I'm some kind of fucking, like, like I'm some kind of, that's funny. But yeah, I don't say that to say that I'm some kind of like one-off, some kind of like fucking outlier or something like that. I think that song actually describes a fair percentage of Black women, African American women. And again, it's so, you know, and Wale kind of, and if it's not clear, yes, I'm smoking the weed. I'm smoking the ganja. I'm stoned. And for anyone who has not heard me before, and it's gonna be all of you, I want to be very clear in why I do this stoned. When I am stoned, you get the most authentic me. My brain never fucking shuts off. So I'm constantly fucking thinking. I learned decades ago, because I'm an old one, oldie but goodie, or is it oldie but baddie, as the kids would say nowadays? But yeah, I'm very much all over the place. I'm very much just very in my own. Listen, I've been weird my entire fucking life. I've always been the black sheep of the black community, as it were. And, I mean, I've just, like, I made peace with that, right? Like, bruh, I knew way back when, bruh. I was like, you not like, your peers. And they were like, yeah, bitch, you ain't nothing like us. But, I did anyway, and I do this stone because it's my most authentic self. I really don't have time to stop and think. Like, I'm a loner stoner. So, like, my brain never fucking shuts off. It never fucking shuts off. So, to give my most authentic self, I will always do these stoned. Also, too, as well, in addition to the fact that you cannot see my face, like, bruh, it can't fucking hurt. Especially because I'm going through this thing right now with my previous employer. Like, I'm trying to sue them. Not even trying to sue them, because I really don't give a fuck about money. Like, I really just, like, more than anything, I really just want to fucking humiliate them. More than anything, because they're just, like, they're, like, literal turds. Total pieces of shit. Fuck them. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the nitty gritty, right? Because even though, like, I started, and I'm gonna talk about it, obviously, because listen, bruh, I'm gonna be very, very real, very, 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 very true. I don't worship any celebrity. I don't really stan any celebrity. I'm not gonna act like there are not celebrities that I don't enjoy listening to, but I am very much someone who, because I'm such a stoner, I've learned to compartmentalize. And I trip myself up because sometimes I've been told that I speak really quickly, like I speak really fast, and so sometimes I get tongue-tied, and so I will, and I'm an avid reader, voracious reader, so I'm gonna go ahead and fucking date myself right now, right? I learned how to read by breaking things into syllables. Yeah. Yeah, I'm that fucking old. Yeah. You're like, what the fuck is a syllable? Um, excuse me, my goodness. It is early in the morning. Listen, I've been trying. Yo, I've got like a good wake and bake. I'm going back and forth right now between a cone and a bowl, and I'm gonna get to what you're here for, I promise. But like, this is the brain of a stoner, right? Work with me. And you also have to understand the kind of person that I am to know that when I say that I try to be, look, I calls it likes, I sees it. Right? And that includes, listen, motherfucker, I'm someone, I can sit there and read my motherfucking self, bruh. Like, and you have to have the ability to do that. You know, I feel like, listen, I'm someone who, I'm on a mission to be the best possible me that I can fucking be. Yes, I'm spiritual. I mean, obviously, right? But I'm literally out here to be the best person that I can be. And that, weirdly enough, it doesn't, anyway. So, let's just keep it funky, okay? Let's keep it 100. I don't even know where to start. I really don't, because this shit is so loaded. Listen, I like Rihanna. I like Rihanna. I really do. I've got like 12 or 13 of her fucking songs, like, on my iPod. Yeah, I just dated myself again. And FYI, it's an iPod classic. But yeah, I've got like 12 or 13 of her songs, right? And it just, like, I was just sitting here listening to Wale, because like I'm sitting here getting a really nice wake and bake, and I was in my feelings, in my high, doing me, right? And I'm just like, yo, it's been a long time since I've really just kind of like sat here and chilled and kind of just like revisited, right? Like my younger years, and started listening to that shit. I was listening to Pretty Girls first, and then I listened to Bad, and I do this thing, right, where I communicate with those that I've been intimate with in my life. I communicate with them through music, right? I don't sit here and text fucking paragraphs and tell them I miss them. I don't. I'll send you a fucking song, like legit, and like I'm not gonna say I've trained them, but I've trained them to do the exact same thing, so that whenever they hear a song and I'm on their mind, send me the song. Don't send me a fucking paragraph, because I'm gonna be like, what? Like, they know that I'm fucking stoner. And I remember I didn't I want to say that this song I received more than I received it 4 times from 4 different guys. I mean, obviously, it goes without saying. And I was like, wow, like, you know, like, that really was and still very much is me. Now, I've had a pretty traumatic past, obviously. A lot of us have. And that's why I say that a lot of Black women, African American women, can really resonate with that song in particular. But then it led me, I was like, wait a minute, didn't Rihanna do the remix to this song? And sure enough, there it was. And I was just listening to it, and it just brought on this whole Rihanna and Asap Rocky thing, right? And I know that I've already been talking for 20 minutes, so I'm really gonna try to condense this, but expect this to be like at least another 10 minutes, right? Also, too, as well, I'm not going to really be complete in my thoughts on this, because as a stoner, if I'm being honest, as stoned as I am right now, I do not really have the ability to complete a thought. It does not mean that I'm not meaning what I say, or I'm not feeling what I'm saying, or meaning what I feel, or whatever the fuck. It just means that I'm a stoner and my brain is right? So it really made me think about Rihanna and ASAP. And I had to just kind of like smile and laugh because I like Rihanna. I'm not going to stand for her. I'm not standing for anyone, especially after that fucking travesty, that fucking Travis Scott travesty. Travis Scott travesty. Travis Scott travesty. Especially, I just realized how wrong that was. So, apologies. But, I mean, like, I don't really stand for any, bitch, okay. Girls, like, black women, African-American women, we like Rihanna because she's so fucking relatable, or she at least initially came across that way, right? Let's not act like even though we really like Rihanna, none of us are perfect. And we've all made problematic statements. I've made hella problematic statements, right? Like, that's just who the fuck I am, right? I say what people are thinking. So this is why it's so easy for me to point out, because I do it my fucking self. I've made problematic statements. Rihanna has made several problematic statements. There has been, for example, right? Rihanna supposedly, let's start with the fact that Rihanna dated an abuser, right? And she took him back. And even though a lot of people say they don't agree with men putting their hands on women, I agree, but I understand why they do. I am not saying that I understand or that I respect the extent to which Chris Brown took it. I fully expect if I'm hitting a guy, I fully expect him to fucking put his hands out and try to fucking put my arms down, right? I fully fucking expect that, right? I don't expect to be bitten. I don't expect to have my head shoved into you know what I mean? It was fucking excessive. It was fucking excessive. Like, let's keep it fucking 100. That was not the first time that shit fucking happened, right? It was not the first time that fucking happened. They obviously had a volatile relationship. They were young. A lot of us have had volatile relationships in our youth. Let me tell you, my first boyfriend, my very first boyfriend was when I was in the 9th grade, high school. He was also in the 9th grade. He was kind of a big deal to himself, and because we went to a small school, they'd established him already over the summer as like captain of JV, right? So he was cute, he was tall, he was muscular, for a fucking 15-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, right? And he, put his hands on me a couple times. And my response after he'd done it, like maybe the 3rd or 4th time, and I'd had enough, was to basically reach out and twist his nuts, right? And I think that I talked about that in one of my past recordings, but I was fucking 14, 15. I was 14, 15. I was young, right? She had to kind of report him, or somebody reported him. Whoever reported him, the authorities showed up. They took pictures, whatever. It made the headlines. She broke up with him after all that. She took him back, right? Eventually broke up with him. Then she did a song, right, where she insulted his new girlfriend, who was also, too, as well, a dumbass, because you cannot change an abuser. We always want to think, and this is Rihanna also had this issue. We always want to think, we have all been there where we thought that we were different from the next girl. We've all, well, I can't say that we all, but those of us who experience pretty privilege, and those of us who experience posh privilege, those of us who experience what's the word I'm looking for? Entitled. Oh, that's a good one. Entitled experience. I mean, a lot of us what I'm trying to say is a lot of us can relate to Rihanna and her being problematic about this. I'm not trying to dehumanize her. I'm saying that we've all been here. Rihanna probably at one point thought that she was better than Karrueche, which is why she made that racist slur. And it was a racist slur. You're calling her fucking rice cakes. You're not calling her rice cakes because she's flat. I mean, that's funny, but that's not why you said it. And listen, I'm queen of fucking racist statements, racist comments. I make racist comments all the time. I do. All the fucking time. Which is why, again, you have to be honest about who you are, right? In order to I mean, let's keep it real, right? So she was problematic in a sense that she, for whatever reason, thought that she was better than Karrueche. Then we know, okay, then, right, she's dating ASAP Rocky, or she's on and off with ASAP Rocky. He makes the colorist statements about dark-skinned women and red lipstick, right? And we do know that certain tones, no matter what the fuck, there are certain super, super pasty pale tones that don't look good in certain fucking shades of red lipstick. So, let's not even, right? But that's not a false statement. You have to fucking pick your fucking shade. You fucking Janelle Monáe, Gabrielle Union, Halle Berry. Well, she's biracial. But you know what I mean? Like, women, not Octavia Spencer. Why do I always do that? What is her name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Let me Google it. No, I don't want to do that disrespect of Googling her, but you guys know who I'm talking about. I mean, what the fuck? We can find our right shit. I don't really wear makeup because I'm not really, I'm not like Bombshell. I'm not super fucking pretty. But I don't really wear makeup. But what I'm saying is, it's not like he lied, right? But the fact that he had to point out that these dark-skinned women in particular should not do, red lipstick and all that, and she still fucked with him. Let's not act like she did not, she was he's not talking about me. You know what I mean? No matter how you fucking look at it, people are like, well, technically it's not quite the same, but it is. He's not talking about, that's like, when you see somebody, if somebody's making fun of a handicapped person, you're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to, you want to be a way, not that I'm trying to compare, but, okay, that was a bad example, but I'm stoned, so whatever the fuck, right? But you get what I'm saying. Like, somebody who makes hateful comments about people who look not that different from you, and I think the people are saying Rihanna's biracial, right? So, I guess that she has a different mentality already. She's like, well, I'm not black, and he's talking about black women. I'm biracial. Okay, so okay, I get it, right? But still, that's a fucking problematic fucking statement. You're associating yourself with someone because you've placed yourself in a position where, for whatever reason, you think that you're better than, right? We've all done that, been there, right? Without making too many more examples, I think you guys can piece this together. Like I said, I don't want to make this too long. I'm already fucking 40 minutes in, right? I'm really at 19, 18, 25. But, you get what I'm saying, right? Okay. So that aside, right? If it's true, if what Joe Budden is saying is true, since Santana made some fucking problematic statements, right? Black men, they cater to Latina women, to Spanish women like me. They cater to us. All right, abused baby mama, single, left alone, lonely ass, statistic, baby mama who's so much motherfucking better than. If it's true that Rihanna did reach out to her to console her after receiving backlash, that's problematic. Let that bitch get what's coming to her for that. I mean, what the fuck? We can I'm the fucking queen, kingstress of fucking problematic statements. I am, because I'm a fucking stoner, and I don't want to lie. I just want to keep it real. I want to keep it 1 jillion, right? That's problematic. Why the fuck are you reaching out to her? Oh, it's because, she wasn't talking about me. I'm different. I'm better than. And I know what a lot of you are probably thinking right now, but She's done so much with Fenty, but Fenty, it's dedicated to women. It's dedicated to women. It's dedicated to women. Women of dark shades, black women, the blackest women. It's dedicated to us. Listen. Again, I love Rihanna. No, I'm sorry. That's being over dramatic. I like Rihanna, right? I like Rihanna, but I'm not going to pretend that women don't have the ability to pander to women. Like, that's like, listen, people are sitting there like, she's a billionaire. She's a billionaire. She's a billionaire because you guys are giving her your money. You guys made her the billionaire. Not that that's a bad thing. Get it how you live, right? Somebody's going to support you, support your craft. Get it how you live. But don't act like she's a billionaire because she fucking, you know what I mean? Like she did something fucking, like she fucking cured cancer. She cured alopecia. She, and I know that there are probably cures for that shit, right? But, she didn't win like a Pulitzer, did she? She didn't win like a Nobel Peace Prize. Like, she fucking makes makeup and lingerie and music. Women do have the ability to pander to other women. Right? So why are we acting like Rihanna was not just very smart and saying, these are my supporters? You know what I mean? And yeah, white women do support Rihanna in droves, right? But Rihanna looks more like black women. She looks more like black women. So, and she knows that we about that, we spend our money to look good. We do. We spend our money to look good. I done bought hella Fenty makeup. And I mean, not just for me, because I don't really wear makeup like that, but I've given it away as gifts, the little palettes and the lip glosses and all that shit. Rihanna is just strategic. What is the problem? Come on, Quinn. No, that's enough. No. Too many people out. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I foster. Fostering these cats, and sometimes one might play a little too rough with the other. And so I just try to keep the peace. I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna make a part 2. Because this is hella long. And I got a little distracted with having to let a cat out. And I want to go ahead and light the bowl. So let me go ahead and do a part 2.